Welcome back to Julian's Magician School, and the trick we're doing today, we're going to see a live video. Hi Beck.
Hi.
Okay, I want to do a card trick with you. Okay, just really easy. If I go through the cards like that, I want you to touch any one of those cards. Any one of those cards. This one here?
Yeah.
Take it, remember it.
Okay.
Okay, put it back in the deck.
Yeah.
Watch this. All I got to do is do that. Card that you chose. No. Now you see, that's an indicator card. Yeah, I remember now. See, that tells us that your card will be another 10 cards now in the deck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is this your card? It's not your card. I've got to practice this trick. You know, when I practice it, right, and I get it, you know, good, can I call you?
Yeah.
And when I call you, can I call you on 04112107?
Yes.
Would you know that number?
That's great.
It's good, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I call this trick, Can I Call You? And I do not remember where I learnt it. I think it came out of a book called Magic for Dummies or something like that. If anyone knows, send me a message because I just cannot remember. But it's a great trick. A couple of things you need to know about this. One, it requires no skill. The second is that if you're at a restaurant and you were doing strolling magic, this is where I used to use it the most, and you saw a table and there was generally a female. She was generally in her 30s or 40s, but she was the loud laughing one. We all know sort of the people who are like the life of the party. If there was a table with someone like that, I would go to the other end of the table if it was a larger table, and if I saw someone go to the bar from that table, I'd go over and see them if I could and just say, listen, I've got a great trick, but I need to know that lady's phone number, because you wait, she will give a really good reaction to that. And that person, you know, if they trusted you, if you've got a, you know, if you're trustworthy, they'll give you the number and you preset the deck. So in the example you saw, that was a 10-digit phone number. So I found that girl's number and I stacked her number as the top 10 cards of the deck. And then I took I took a 10, there it is, and I put that on the top of the deck. And that's the setup. So you have the 10 and then the 10 cards with her phone. Now, all you've got to do is make her take a card that's not out of the top 10. So all you do is thumb across the top of the cards and start spreading out the bottom ones. And just say, take any card, it doesn't matter. They take the card, you don't look, and when they stick it back in, again, you just don't want them to stick it in those top 10 or 11 cards. So you just spread the deck out somewhere down near the bottom, they stick it back in, and you're right to go. And you're saying, I'm going to find your card, and you can do anything you want. You could make it jump out of the deck, or I think I did in that one, I just slapped it, whatever you want, and you say, that's your card, and they say no, and you go, I knew that. That's just an indicator. See, that tells us that your card is 10 cards down. So you count off the cards and you do it fairly quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you show that's your card and they say, no, that wasn't my card. And you go, well, obviously I've got to practice. But when I do practice and I get to do it, can I call you? And when I call you, can I call you on blah, 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 and you say their phone number. Now, generally, they won't react until they get halfway through, and they'll realise it's their number. And if you get the right person, they go off like a cracker with this. Again, if you can get that right lady at that table, you get a really loud reaction out of this. Now, of course, if their phone number has only 8 digits, you don't stick a 10 on top, you'd stick an 8. If their phone number had 9 digits, you'd stick a 9 on the top. You get the idea. What if their phone number, as was the case in that example, it had zeros and ones in it, because you don't have zeros and ones. So if it's a 1, you use an ace. If it's a 0, you use a 10. And you just call their number. 9 out of 10 people are not going to pick you up on the fact that it's a 10 and not a 0. That doesn't matter. It's the fact that they're actually hearing their number called out and seeing it as you go. That's the big impact. If you get an 8-year-old kid, they might get pedantic over that and give you a bit of grief. But if they do that, just stare at them and say, "Stop messing up my trick, kid." Yeah, just smile. They'll be okay. All right, remember, if I can do it, you can do it.